If you're a home buyer or realtor, you may have heard about the inverted yield curve, but what does this mean for mortgage interest rate? To understand the relationship between an inverted yield curve and mortgage interest rates, it's important to first understand what a yield curve is. A yield curve shows how yields on various government bonds change over time. A normal yield curve shows that longer-term bonds, those with longer maturities, offer higher yields than shorter-term bonds, which reflects investor expectations of future economic growth. When this relationship reverses, it's known as an inverted yield curve. An inverted yield curve occurs when short-term bond yields are higher than long-term bond yields. This indicates that investors expect slower economic growth in the future. How does an inverted yield curve affect mortgage interest rates? When the yield curve inverts, it usually means that mortgage interest rates will decrease. This is because long-term mortgage rates are usually tied to long-term bond yields, which tend to fall when the yield curve inverts. This makes sense because investors are expecting lower inflation and slower economic growth in the future, so they demand lower returns from their investments. As such, investing in mortgages becomes more attractive to lenders because they can get better returns on their investment without taking on too much risk. Therefore, when the yield curve inverts, lenders are more likely to offer lower mortgage interest rates to borrowers. However, it's important to note that there is no guarantee that mortgage interest rates will go down when the yield curve inverts. It just means there's a good chance they will. Ultimately, whether or not mortgage interest rates go down depends on how lenders choose to respond to changes in bond yields due to an inverted yield curve. It's important for consumers and realtors alike to stay up to date with shifts in financial markets so they can make informed decisions about their finances and investments accordingly.
Thanks for watching. I'm here to answer your questions and help you through the mortgage process. My contact information is listed below. I look forward to working with you.